Right, okay. So today we're trying our first proper video recipe, and what we're going to do is a white chocolate and raspberry cake thing. We're following vaguely a recipe from Bark and Baking, which is actually it's the strawberry summer sponge one. So we're trying that, but we're going to do raspberries and white chocolate instead. So we'll see how it goes. But here we go. So to start with, we need some butter. So just so you can follow along. About 140 grams of butter. So you get your scales, set 0, lob it on. So that's 78. So you can chuck that in. Some butter, and then get rid of that. 78. So we're going to need about 60 here, which we guess at, and then bung it in. Oh, look at that, guys, 62, that'll do. So we can put that on. Superb. Now we need some sucre. So sugar, again, just weigh it. That's 214. So 214. We're going to need 214, 170, 70. I think that's about right. Yeah. So 140. So we need to have about 70 left after this. So we bring it in, and we weigh it again. So 122. A bit more. 112. That's very good. Down, down, down. 78. 76. And then that'll do it. So that's that. Then we're supposed to whiz it together, I think. Yeah, beat it together, okay. Put your thingy. Okay, so it's come, if you can see, yeah, it comes together as a bit of a paste, that's good. That's what we like. Then what we're going to do is lob in the eggs. So how many eggs do you need? You need 2 eggs. So 1 egg, you kind of crack it in. Being careful not to get too much shell in. Very nice, very nice. And then put that over here. Get your next egg. Bang it in. Oh, I've lost a bit. That's alright. Got that. Caught it. So we pound that in there. Get rid of those a bit later. Find something to wash our hands on. Done that. Okay. Okay, following the recipe. Then you beat it up again. It's horribly unattractive at this stage. So that's that. It looks like a paste. It shouldn't look too much like scrambled egg, which it does at the beginning. Now we add in the flour. So we want the same amount of flour actually, so 140 grams again, so that's good. It's very easy to remember. If you operate in ounces, this is all 555 ounces of butter, sugar, flour. This is self-raising flour. Okay, load that off. So that's okay. So you weigh it. That's basically 500 grams. So we're going to want 400. 360. So we pour in until it says 360. You can weigh it out. I'm just trying to save on the washing up. I'm fundamentally quite lazy. 360 we're looking for. Any advance? That's 388, guys. We are approaching. 300. That's crap. 300. What did I say? 300. 360. Oh, I think I might have gone a bit over. That's 354, but it was 4 under anyway, so that's fine. Then you stir in gently, kind of thing. Otherwise the flour goes everywhere, which is not what we want. You just do that for a bit, and then slowly build up the speed, and then it will turn into that sort of lovely thick cake mix that we all love. Okay team, that's that. So then it'll look like that. So lovely and gungy and thick and delicious. And obviously you should always taste your cake because that's the way the world works. Now, grab your chocolate buttons. We have 120 grams of chocolate buttons here. So what we're going to do is we will open the chocolate buttons using nothing more than our scissors, which I prepared earlier. There you go. Open, 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 open. Put that over there. Then what you should do is just sort of bung them in, like so. Lovely jubbly. Then I will sort of whisk them, well, don't whisk them actually, that's a bad idea because it'll break them up a bit, which is not what we want. So that. Okay team, you probably spotted my cunning time travelling trick, which you've just happened. Basically what happened was the camera went to sleep, which is not okay, you can't do that on the job. So to fill you in on what happened whilst we were away, was I added 30 grams more of these, so in total you have 150 grams, and as you just saw, bung them into the the bowl thing. Then I got very excited about a spoon, so I'm disappointed that didn't happen. But basically we have this wonderful silicone spoon that is like very good for scraping round. So you scrape round the bowl, scrape, 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 and then you bung equal shares in both of the cake tins, and then you kind of scrape, this is a mock demonstration, you kind of fill it out using a knife, grabbing it, spinning it, putting it to all the edges and everything. Oh, that we sort of missed a bit. You'll find it's a bit difficult because the chocolate buttons are there and they make it quite difficult to spread, but still persevere. Make sure you try everything at every stage because that's vital to the whole cake making experience. You're going to do that. Then my second minor balls up was that I was meant to put the oven on. Of course I'd forgotten to put the oven on, so that's a minor issue, but we've got the oven on now. I'm going to stop the video and I'll show me putting the oven in, putting it into the oven even, and then we will move on, and then we will move to the filling and the topping. Right team, we're back. We're going to put, this is so exciting, we're putting everything into the oven, which I can confirm is at 200 degrees now.
Have you make sure everything looks nice?
Yes, I know, this is, alright. Alright Jeff, alright. That's my mother. Bear with. So, this is the inner workings of our kitchen. So, everything's in, close, head over to the timer, and you chuck in 10. Whoop, and then we'll see what it looks like. Right team, welcome to a slightly different part of the kitchen. This is our arga. I mean, obviously you can use the hob, but currently it's got all sorts of fruit and vegetable things on it, so we're not going to bother with that. So what we're doing now, this is the low heat, so you're going to want a low heat, is we're going to melt the chocolate, right? It shouldn't be too difficult. We've got 90 grams there, which is the remaining thing from our pack. So, and then you can bin that. And then we're melting. Obviously normally I do it in a bain-marie, but I'm feeling a bit edgy and exciting today, so we're just going to chuck it in. You'll see it's already starting to melt. We don't want it to burn, but it should be okay. I'm hoping anyway.
That's the result.
What's that? Oh, hang on, wait. We're video in progress here. Hang on. That's alright. We're trying to melt chocolate. It's very exciting. So we just kick it around a bit. Kicking it around. Well, trying to resist. So you keep it moving, like so. Telephone. That's nice. Now all the latent heat to keep it melting. So we're going to take it off, and we're going to go over to our more sensible area. I'm always getting in trouble for putting on different things, but I'm going to put it on the wood there. And let me bung you guys back up. Hopefully this should work. we go there. Perfect. Right. Welcome. You're now back on my little standing device. So as you see, that's all beautifully melted. So we're just going to leave that there on the wood. Okay. To make the middle, we need some butter. We need, I think it's 150 grams of butter, which sounds like a lot, and it kind of is quite a lot. But you know, you only live once. Use a clean knife. So 50 grams. This should be actually about, wait, how much butter have you? So it might, sugar, you're not, that's not all. I'm going to zero it. That's 190, so we want to lose about 40 grams of that. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. A little bit more. Not much more, but a little bit. In the words of our favourite supermarket, that's 140. Bang on, basically, 148. Right. Hit that butter on one side, pop this in here like this. If you've left it out like I have, it's nice and melty. I hate the feeling of butter on my fingers. It's a fun fact for you all. Okay, dry them up a bit. Okay, that'll do. Doesn't have to be too dry. Okay, now get your thingy, your other thingy. Okay, we're nearly ready, team. Okay, so what we need to do now is cut the butter up a bit in the bowl, because that'll make it easier to whiz. So it's already quite soft anyway because it's been out. Then get your icing sugar, which I have over here. Okay, chaps. So we need, I think it's quite a lot of icing sugar. Icing sugar you always need more than you think. Yeah, well, okay, 150 grams. So you match it for the butter. So you turn it on, weigh it. 214. So we're going to need 164. Okay. I think that's right. It's been a while since I've done maths. 164. Yeah, that's it. So bang it in. 250. I love the. I say that as I choke on the. 154 is what I'm looking for. I love the smell of the or the powder. 154. It sounds like quite a lot, but I think that's about right. Must be right. Okay, 194 around now. Oh no, I went 164, didn't I? 164. There we go. Oh, it tastes delicious. The air tastes delicious. That's 166, that'll do. Enjoy the smell. Sound like a sort of, ooh, well, yeah. So then you have to whisk it up. Oh, see, now that's classic. So what I should remember is to get your melted chocolate and then bung it in, because that adds a bit of heat, which is great for butter, and it adds a bit of wetness to the whole thing. So bung this in, see what it does. Obviously you can get a bit more out of that, but we don't need it just yet. So that's it. So now you sort of stir it up a bit and whisk very carefully, because icing sugar in kitchens, as a general rule, seem to hate me. So you can see it's gone quite powdery, which is not ideal, but we want to keep going. Ah, you didn't hear it over the thing, but the thing just went. Okay. It's going to need about 7 more minutes. I will, because it's not cooked, so that's fine. Okay. The reason why the cake might be taking longer than the one we've been using on the recipe on the website is because that one's got chocolate in it, the other one didn't, it was just a normal sponge, and obviously chocolate is heavy and or adds a sort of weight to it. Oh wow, this is really good. Okay, so what you've made there, for all those who are making this along with us, is the most amazing chocolate like filling slash, what's the word, icing. I don't think you really need anything. There's a little bit, as you can see, left in here, so I'd just eat that if I were you. And that is amazing. So, right team, okay, it just went 27 minutes, perfect, look at that, glorious. One way of doing it is you're meant to listen to it or something, but I don't really know what that is. I think basically if it makes a noise and you listen to it, then that's not great, but so you should do it. Another way of doing it is stabbing it, which is a kind of personal favourite. So you grab your knife, and then you stab it, and it should come out clean. Bear in mind that's not really a very clean knife, but it's come out clean, so that's good. So we now know that that is done. What I'm going to do now is wait for a couple of minutes just so it can cool down a bit. Then we will move on, then we'll turn them out, and then all will be hunky-dory. Okay. Right, we're going to try and turn them out now. Okay. And then, so we've let them cool for a little bit, and then you kind of twist it all out like this. But you're just trying to gently, very gently, so as you might tear the cake, which is not what anyone wants. Obviously if you just use baking paper, you just wait for a bit, cut around the edge probably, and then turn it out. So I always go around a couple of times just to make sure it's going to do it. So that's all the way down, so you see that's quite good. So that's that one. Now I'm going to try the other one. Okay, so just go around gently. Using a tea towel for this if you're using these, because if you use oven gloves you haven't got enough manoeuvrability to do it well. So that's that. Now get a second suggest using two thingies so you can actually do it well. So I'm just going to move this one over here. I'll sort of shot for a minute, and then we're going to try doing this with this. So you just grab this, bang it on top, like so, and then turn it and hope and pray that it stays in. So turning, and then drop it down. Then I always wait for a little bit just to hope that it stays a bit. Okay, that's that one. And then when you lift off, it should be a perfect cake. Look at that, team. Beautiful. So then we do the same with this lot. It's cooled quite a lot now, so you might be able to do it if you're fast with your fingers away. Be careful not to hurt that. And twist it over, wait for a second. Don't think it actually makes any difference, but I like to do it anyway. And then lifting up. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Very nice. And then we admire our handiwork for a bit. Obviously it's going to still be quite hot, and it's very hot. And so if we let it just solidify, and the battery's about to go on this, so I'm going to say cheerio. Okay chaps, we're now going to do the fun bit, which is the decorating of, well actually it's not really necessarily the fun bit, we're going to decorate the cake then. So you want to keep about half of it kind of the top and then half of the middle. Always choose the slightly dodgy bit of cake at the bottom. So you see this one's got a slight tear in it where I turned it too quickly, so we put that one on the bottom so no one can see it. Then you take a large spoonful and you bang it on like that, and then again this is kind of what you did with when you were putting the cake into the tin. Obviously the camera died and so we didn't quite get. Okay, incredibly the camera died just as I said that the camera died last time, so we're back because it had memory full or something. So done that. Basically, you now spread it on, give it a nice thick thing because everyone likes a good thick cake. Lots of icing.
You're not doing that on my thingy, are you?
What? So I don't know. Say we bung this on like this, and putting it in like that. Looking very nice. Going to maybe a little bit more. We've let the cake cool, by the way, that's the other thing. So we've let it cool for about half an hour or so. Obviously if you put it on straight away, this has got so much butter in it, this icing, it'll just melt and go horrible. Not what you want. So putting it on like this. Maybe a little bit more. That's it, and then scraping it around like this. Perfect. So now what you have to do is put on that. Now the plan is, you get your other piece of cake, which is this one, bang it on like that. Looking beautiful. Then what we're going to do is we're going to put the remaining icing on top, like this. It's quite a lot of icing, but it's good. So put it on top. Just a reminder that this is white chocolate icing. Putting it on top, like so. Lovely jubbly. A bit more. It's actually a bit harder spreading it on the top. I think it's because it's not as flat a surface, if that makes sense. I think Mary Berry would probably be proud of this. Look at this. Gorgeous. Again, the silicone thing comes into its own now because you can really get every last bit of icing on top, which is what we need. And putting it on like this, and like this. A bit more. Let's do a little bit more, if you can. Funky like that. That's looking pretty good, I'd say. Try and do long sweeping strokes because it makes it look nicer. Lovely. Okay. Like that. Okay. Looks really good icing, this one. Okay. Now we grab our raspberries, what am I saying? And you just bung them on. I'm going to go around the edge because I'm feeling edgy, and then we put it up like this. Beautiful. I hope we got enough, I'm sure we do. It's a bit awkward actually, my dad doesn't really like raspberries, but he can take them off. Obviously you could do this with strawberries, and the other recipe on the blog is the strawberry summer sponge cake. It's really good. We use slightly different icing. Again, basically it's all the same except we don't have white chocolate in it. And we do put amarula in it, which is a lovely sort of liqueur, if you like, which was sent to me by a friend called James, and it's very nice. It's a bit like Bailey's, but full of some kind of fruit called the marula fruit, which apparently is in South Africa, and elephants get drunk off it when it ferments or something. So, which is quite a good, certainly a good story to tell. So, now this is my other dilemma. Is I think I'll make a small inner circle. This is me attempting to be arty, team. Not particularly arty. Look at this, I have to say. I'm feeling that this is looking pretty gorgeous. Make sure you're using the nice raspberries. I don't know why I keep calling them strawberries. because obviously they will be better. Now we have a slight gap. I'm not quite sure what's doing that. But I'm going to force the raspberry in there against its will. There you go. Not quite. That's that. I think we'll have one little one in the middle. A particularly perfect one. And that, I think that looks pretty good. It's a bit off centre, but if we turn it, no one can really tell. Yeah, looks alright?
Oh, it's lovely. Well done.
Okay. Okay.
Why didn't you move the packet out of the way so you haven't got the packet of raspberries in?
Okay. There you go. I'll take a picture, chap, so you can
Hand that. Take that out of the way too.
look at that. No,
And
that's
the bowl.
gorgeous. No, like if I zoom in. Oh no, it's got the. Anyway, I'll take a picture of it. But that is your white chocolate and raspberry cake. Yes, I will be uploading this to the Tube of You to celebrate our first birthday. Thank you for reminding me. Our first birthday, because we've been blogging now for 1 year. So that will be that's exciting. You know, big moment for us. Thank you all for all your support. It's been superb over the past year. We will continue to try and take over the world and all that sort of stuff. We need your support though, so please do subscribe to our channel and go like Facebook, follow us on Twitter, Instagram's great, and just go and look at bargainbaking.com because it's a lovely place to be. Anyway, thanks very much. That is your raspberry and white chocolate cake. Congratulations if you've made it through this video of ramblingness. We will try and get better. Okay.